Is everybody ready to see Lucky? I know I am. We got Rose, Lucky's savior, right here. And we'll go out here and see him right there. But there's a couple ducks right down here, but he is not in here. He's over in another section here. We're going to show you something else right now. Stay tuned. All right, look up in the tree right here. There is a hawk. What kind of hawk is that, Rose?
Red-tailed.
A red-tailed hawk. And he looks big, Rose.
He's a baby.
But that's a baby. That thing is huge and is keeping an eye out, trying to find one of these ducks getting out so he can come down here and take care of it here, I guess. But we're gonna keep him protected there, right? All right, we got a net up here that's keeping him out right here, and they're all sealed in here, so he can't get in here right now. But let's get back in and see Lucky. Here we go. All right, look at here. Can y'all look and see which one is Lucky? Can you point him out? All right, Lucky is the one with the band on his leg in the very back there. Hey, buddy. Hey, Lucky. That's him right there. That's Lucky. Getting really big. He'll be able to fly for too long. There he is. He's got a band. There he is. The one with the little band on his leg right there. That's Lucky right there. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Do we know what he is yet? Oh, she is?
It's a boy.
It's a boy. It's a boy. All right. We're going to check him out right now. All right, that's Lucky right there. Gonna go join his friends over here. That's Lucky right there. Uh-oh. We're gonna have a hard time finding him again once he gets mixed in here. Woo! He is big. He's getting big. The old Lucky is getting big. It's amazing what he came from. That little tiny guy. Look at that. All right, pretty cool. Rose, thank you so much for taking care of Lucky. Lucky looks very healthy. We cannot actually hold Lucky because Rose is a rehabilitator. She can actually take care of them, move them around, do what she's got to do to make sure they're healthy and do right. But we cannot handle them. But I would love to hold Lucky. You sure I can't hold him, Rose? No. Oh, okay. We got to follow the rules. Maybe we'll check back or maybe get us a video releasing him and we'll show you all that. Awesome. All right, let's check a couple of other ducks out here. Rose, I hear you're hooked on quack. Is that true?
Hooked on quack.
Now, Rose, I know a lot of people like to feed ducks bread. Is that a good thing to do or a bad thing to do?
Terrible thing. Worst thing you could ever feed any avian species, ducks or geese, is bread.
Oh, man. Now, what does bread actually do to them?
It tricks them into thinking that they've actually eaten and they haven't eaten anything. They won't go look for the food that they're supposed to eat, which is like duckweed in the waterways or bugs. Grass, geese eat grass. That's actually their main staple.
Okay.
So it will trick them into thinking that they're full. It can actually obstruct their crop, which is in their neck right here where all the food goes. They actually don't have a stomach. The food is stored in the crop.
Really? I did not know that.
We've actually done surgery on geese and ducks where bread has obstructed in their crop. So it basically sets them up to kill them because they don't know to go eat what they're supposed to. It also causes a condition called flicked wing or angel wing, and I know a lot of people have heard that. So basically the wings when they're younger, because they've had no nutrition that they're supposed to be getting in, the wings will actually just freeze to the outside of their body like this when they're walking.
Okay.
And unless we get them when they're really young, we can actually help them
rehabilitate them from that.
But if not, they are stuck basically like that, walking around. Sorry, Lucky. They're basically stuck like that for the rest of their life, unable to fly and remain with their families.
Now, if somebody did want to feed some ducks in their backyard, is there anything they can get to feed them that would be safe for them?
Well, you're really not supposed to feed any wildlife, but you know, I always tell people they're going to do it. So if you're going to feed, it's actually cheaper to go to Tractor Supply and buy cracked corn. You can get a 50-pound bag for $10.
I got you.
There's a thing called lay in a crumble. You can feed them mealworms. You can feed them live or frozen mealworms. They like those. That's really about it.
But you're better off not feeding them at all so they get the natural environment, eat naturally, and don't get dependent on people.
Let them do what they're supposed to do.
I got you. Okay, well, let's look at a couple more ducks around here. I like it. All right, Rose says she got to wait till the birds actually get their what they call flight wings before she can let them go. And she's going to show us right now what a flight wing is. What we got, Rose?
So when you look at the ducks as they're growing, you'll see under here, these are what we call, he's not hurt, he's just upset. These are blood feathers. So this right here, basically this is blood and it's feeding that feather coming out. Once the feather is all the way out and it's done growing, this will basically calcify and there will be no more blood supply. So if you look here, see how these are white?
Yeah.
The blood has dried up in there, so these are his full flight wings right here. So when I look at ducks, I make sure, number one, they're waterproof, and I put water on them.
You mentioned that to me about how they don't have the oils when they're first born, right?
Yeah, the mom gives it to them.
Mom gives it to them.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't realize if they find a baby duckling and they just stick it in the water, chances are it's going to drown. And we've had that several times this year. So we look at the wings, and see this side, for some reason, is still coming in. But these actually will come in like just in a few days. That's how quick it is. Like 2 or 3 days, they'll be in. And then this side will cross with this side. They're already here, these flight wings. So basically we look for a cross on the back.
I got you, okay.
Yeah, and I know he can fly because I've watched him go across the yard.
Oh, okay.
Flying.
Lucky can fly.
So.
All right, so he might be released maybe tomorrow. We'll see how it goes, and we'll let you know. All right, I want to jump in here just for a second and talk about a couple things. Normally, Rose doesn't allow anybody to be around the animals. They're wild animals, and they need to stay wild, unless it's for educational purposes. And in this case, my video does that, and hopefully y'all do learn a little bit about ducks in all my videos. And in this one in particular, she talks about some ways to handle them, some ways not, what to feed them, what not to feed them, and stuff like that. So hopefully it's get a little educational stuff in there. And even when we were in her backyard doing it, we kept our distance. I took some video and some pictures for the video here for educational purposes, but we did keep our distance. I wanted to reach out and grab Lucky and hold him and pet him, but that is just not allowed. You can't do that. So anyway, I was not allowed. And then Rose has to get close to them because she's moving them and transporting them and going to the veterinarians and doing all kinds, moving them from one section to another. So she does have to, but she's a rehabilitator and she's trained to do that, so that's okay. Now, Rose does spend a lot of her time doing the ducks. She is addicted to quack. You saw her shirt, right? She's addicted to quack. She spends a large portion of her life taking care of these mallards and ducks and getting them back to health. Sometimes they're harmed or hurt, and just raising the little ones up there. People call her up and say, hey, I got them in the backyard. There's no mother. So she'll bring them in and like another mother will take over sometime and they'll get in a group. It's really cool to see what she does in there, and man, unbelievable. But it does get expensive. If any of y'all want to help out and donate a few bucks, she does have a PayPal email that you can send to. And what you do, just real quick, I'll go run through it quick. If you go to PayPal, it's got a little screen that says send money, and I'll put some pictures up there. And then it has a thing where you put her email address, and it's dogtoes35@aol.com. I'll put it in there. And when you type it in, you'll see her name come up, Rose Rees, R-E-Y-E-S. And when it does, you can go to the next page, and you can put any amount, just a couple dollars will help if you want to. Then you go to that page, and then when you go to the next page, it's got a place you click sending to a friend, and that way there's no fees involved. She gets the full amount to help her pay for the food, bills, all kinds of stuff. The enclosures, oh my gosh, it's so involved there. I can't imagine what she just spends on the food alone. Unbelievable. Anyway, I just want to let y'all know that if you want to help. And I'd like to thank Rose again for taking care of Lucky. And you never know, next year, you never know what's going to happen in nature. We might be calling on Rose again for so we've got to keep Rose on our team. All right, thanks again, Rose. All right. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster. And stay tuned because we'll be releasing Lucky soon.